not exactly the nicest guy in the world. And he has an empire, and his son, Don Carlos, is being inspired by a minister under Philip II named Marquis of Posa, Rodrigo. Now, Marquis of Posa is a humanist prince. He's a Republican. He's someone who believes in the eternal rights of man, in self-government. And he has the courage to stand up to the king. And he's also trying to inspire the son, Don Carlos. But the son falls in love with Elizabeth, Princess Elizabeth of Valois, who is betrothed to Philip II in order to gain peace between Spain and France. And he is now overcome with unrequited love because his love-to-be was taken from him. And now he's in love with his mother-in-law. And he gets so, the Germans use this word, schwammered. He gets so crazy that he can't seize the moment that history is presenting, which was the issue of freeing Flanders. And that's what Posa wanted Don Carlos to do, to lead an army to free Flanders, which was under a reign of brutality of Philip II. The king says, "When do you think these human centuries would come about? Had I not trembled at the curse that plagues the present one? Look about you in this Spain of mine. The welfare of citizens blooms here in the cloudless peace, and this peace I grant to the Flemish people." And the Marquis of Posa says, "The peace of the cemeteries. And you hope to finish what you have begun? You hope to halt the transformation of matured Christendom, the universal springtime that makes the world's form young again? You want, alone in all of Europe, to oppose the wheel of universal destiny, now rolling beyond, check in full career, and thrust your human arm between its spokes? You will not. Thousands have already fled from your lands, poor but happy, and the subjects that you have lost for the faith's sake were your most noble ones. With mother's arm wide open, Elizabeth receives the fugitives. With the skills of our lands, Britain blooms luxuriantly. Granada lies waste for want of industry of the new Christians, and Europe gloats to see its enemy bleeding to death from self-inflicted wounds. You want to plant for all eternity, and you sow death. No work done thus by force will last beyond the will of its creator. You have built for ingratitude, for naught. You have fought your hard fight with nature, and for naught expended your great royal life in sacrifice for projects of destruction. Man is a greater thing than you have thought him, and he will burst the bonds of lengthy slumber, and will demand his consecrated rights. Your name with Nero's will vilify, and that is painful to me, for you were good. Who," and then the king says, "who gave you such assurance that this is so?" And the Marquis says, "Yes, by Almighty God, yes, yes," and I repeat it. "Give us back what you have taken from us. Generously, as a strong man, let human happiness stream forth out of your horn of plenty. Mines in your world edifice are ripening. Give us back what you have taken from us. Become a king among a million kings." So, now what you're going to see is the Marquis trying to inspire Don Carlos, because they are as close of friends as brothers. And so this is the great opera, Don Carlo, and this, I tell you, is perhaps one of the greatest duets in all of opera history. And you will see when it starts, the duet.
Adesso il pante cambia l'arrivo altezza e tu più stinguazzeo più fece signor e te che io allora suona che chiama il popolo fiammingo soccorrer tu il suo salvatore, ma che bel Dio quale farò partera, un lampo di dolor, suicidio tuo, balena. Tutto sei tu, sospiri, ai tristi cor, caro mio, con me dividi il tuo pianto, il tuo dolor. Mio salvatore, mio fratello, mio fedele, lascia che pianga insieme a te, e versa il tuo straccio crudele, l'anima tua non sia chiusa per me. Parla, lo vuoi tu? La mia santura prendi, e quale orrenda strana il mio cuor travassò. Colpevole amor, Elisabetta, tuo amore, giusto c'è. Qual fallon, lo sguardo chini alla suoi, tristamente sospetto, io non dormivo tal lontani da me. Io te posso giurare, tu sapri, che per me l'universo dispari a Rodrigo.